Oh no, he's dead again. Studio Series Gamer Edition 05 War for Cybertron Cliffjumper. I know most people don't like this mold, but I think he's actually quite solid. Besides, mine has a super loose joint on the knee. So, let's just get into the review. Putting him aside, let's first look at his box. So, War for Cybertron up here, Transformers, Cliffjumper 05 Gamer Edition Cliffjumper Studio Series. The side, we have a more of a side profile. We have an up-close face with Studio Series 05 Deluxe Class. Bottom is boring, top says the game he's from, on the back is what he transforms into. That is it for his box. Now let's actually get into the actual stuff that comes with Cliffjumper. Now let's go ahead and get into Cliffjumper's accessories. The first thing he comes with is this sword that has a really small handle, but even though it has a small handle, it still fits into his hand quite nicely. And if you want, you can store it in the back like this. Now the next two accessories are the guns, which he has this weird type of gun, and he has more of a bumblebee cannon type weapon. So to attach these two on, you actually have to take the left hand and completely just pull it off of the peg. Then take one of the weapons and go ahead and have it on the arm. You can do the same with the cannon. And if you want, you can store them on the back. That is it for Cliffjumper's accessories. Now let's go ahead and get into the posability. Now getting into his posability, he has a ball joint for the head. It's kind of limited to the shape of the head and the little cavity it's in. He does have a sort of a backwards butterfly joint, but that's mainly for transformation. Ball jointed shoulders, so it can go all around. Bicep swivel. A arm bend that can also go a little bit back. He has a waist swivel, a thigh swivel, and a knee bend. My knee bend is actually really, really loose. For a little extra thing you can do is you can actually twist his waist around and then swivel around his thighs, and now he has an ankle tilt, which I think looks actually quite ugly. So that's why I don't have mine like this. Now moving on to size comparison. Here he is next to War for Cybertron Optimus Prime. Here he is next to Gamer Edition Decepticon Soldier. Here he is next to Revenge of the Fallen Bumblebee. And finally, here he is next to Rise of the Beast Bumblebee. That is it for Cliffjumper's size comparison. So now let's go ahead and get into the transformation. Now moving into the transformation, first what you want to do is go ahead and move his hand down and bring the wheel over it. Do the same on this side, so go ahead and do that. And then you can go ahead and start pulling this out and untab that. And then you can flip the, untab the leg, pull it next to the thigh. You can flip the foot up, push this little bit down. You can close this in. You can use the knee joint to do this, and then this will collapse down and push this in and make sure it looks like that. Do the same on this side, so go ahead and flip the leg next to the thigh. Use the knee bend to bend it down. Flip the toe up and push this little bit out. Push that in and do that, and make sure that it looks like this. And then what you can do is, you can use the waist swivel. So use the waist swivel to swivel around all this, and you push this up, flip these sides down, and you can make this, you can just wedge this in here and get this to go in. It's not freaking doing it. What's wrong? It popped off. So actually, you don't even need this right now. You can add that later. We're gonna move on to the arms because they're the next easiest part. So you can flip these bits out, push the head up. Oh, not like that actually. There we go. I haven't transformed this guy in a while, so you actually pull this bit out, and that will collapse over the head, and then do this. Push in the arm, and the arm will go in through here and just collapse in like that. Do the same, push this in and it go through here and just get it to go like this. And then you can take these and tap them in right there. And then you can take the back kibble, which popped off. It actually makes the transformation easier if you just remove it. And like this. And if you're wondering, yes, the shoulder pads are missing. This used to be my brother's figure, but he let me have it, and his was missing the shoulders. So, but it's fine. I like it's actually really good size for a deluxe class. And the transformation is complex, but really fun to do back and forth. Now, his all mode does have weapon storage, just like the robot mode. So you can take, for example, the sword or any of his weapons, tab it up on the back, well, on the top. Then you can take the other weapons and tab them in on the back of the vehicle mode. So then he is here with all of his stuff, with all of his stuff on. And that is pretty much it for my review on Transformers Studio Series Gamer Edition Cliffjumper. Subscribe because it'll help me out. I want to get to at least 100 subs in the next coming months. But do if you want. I'm not making you. So, yep, that's my review on Cliffjumper.